Hello, welcome everybody. I'm really happy to have a more technical webcast today behind the scenes. And behind the scenes mean we have the brain behind Skybow here in our call. Matthias, we will introduce ourselves in some seconds, but I'm really glad to can explain a little bit and get explained a little bit things behind the scene of the intranet builder. It's important from my perspective that you do not should need administrative or technical skills to do that. And that's the aim of the intranet builder. And when I would have to develop everything in behind to overcome these limitations, I think I would need years, and I do not think that I would have the skills to do that. So I'm really glad to have found a solution which can overcome these limitations, and that is Skybow. And you will see that you can do really great things beyond the intranet builder to get a really productive and great intranet. So great. And I hand over to you, Matthias, and give you some short words about your role and what you are doing at Skybow.
Thank you very much, Holger, and thanks for being here. My name's Matthias, and I'm the Chief Product Officer, one of the founders of Skybow. Let's say the architect of the product. And we built this product based on similar experiences because we made a lot of projects in the past where we've used SharePoint as a basis, which is really great to have documents and other stuff all in one place. But there is this complexity, and that was our goal, to have a product created for these roles we just saw before, to make it easy to build stuff based on SharePoint, but taking all the advantages of SharePoint with all like the versioning and permissions and everything what is there from SharePoint, and bring that to another level, make it simple. And so that's why I'm excited to be here today and give you a little more insights.
Some short words to me. I think founder of the intranet builder is a great word. I am working with SharePoint since SharePoint is there in 2001, so almost 24 years. And so the idea was to get all experiences I made in building intranets and make it easier and more attractive from a communicator point of view or from a user perspective. That's the idea, and I hope when we are going through it, you will find it attractive and interesting to take a deeper look in it. So let's start. And so when we are taking a look later on in Skybow, we will see there are three parts or stages which Skybow is using. It's named building, it's named packaging, and it's named publishing. And that's why we choose that sections in our webcast. We start with the building section, and we will take a look what we made here in behind and explain a little bit how it is implemented using Skybow. At the end, you have predefined modules, and you will get an intranet which you can use from the first day on. That's the idea behind it. Here we will jump directly in that section where we have a lot of process logic behind it. And that's the editor's corner, where you can plan and where you can create the content. You can drag and drop the cards, and that means that the notification process now knows, okay, we have to do something new to and inform editors to work on that card here in the objective profitability and growth. And when I take a look to that card, and now I can say, please update the AI content. And what will happen now? The in that case, OpenAI is connected to get the right pieces of the response of the OpenAI, and we can attach it to title, to teaser, or to description. Then you can say create a page in behind, and in that moment the page will be created. So we can do it because also the title has changed, and so we get another page, and you see the URL is coming back from SharePoint. I can save it. You can choose a template, and based on that template you can say, I want to have that header and that SharePoint sections I want to use, and then the page is created with the content from that list. And so let's take a short look how it is working behind the scenes. Without Skybow, I would not be able to build that solution, and I would not be able to build it in such short time, because what you see here is the action builder. And Matthias, perhaps you can say it better than I, what the action builder is.
Yeah, it's basically you can choose from a large list of actions which are executed all in a sequence, one after each other. And similar to everyone who already knows Power Automate, it's pretty much the same, but not running outside. So it's all running in your SharePoint. So that's the cool thing about it. And you can access pre-outputs from actions before, etc. It's very simple and intuitive action builder, which is placed in a lot of there are different triggers. It's not just buttons that Holger just showed us. There are also other triggers in the background, etc., where it uses the same action builder. And yeah.
Yeah. And I have to say, I'm working also a lot of with Power Automate. And no, it is not as simple, because when I'm using Power Automate, I really have to know what I am doing. And it seems to be really simple, but at the end, it isn't. And Skybow is bringing a lot of possibilities in behind. And Matthias, what is your favorite solution or feature of the Skybow Solution Studio when you are working with it?
That was a really tough question to just say one single thing. So I have to, let's say, focus on 3 to 4 different things. First of all, this action builder is really one feature I do love as well. It's built much easier, I would say, and that's a cool thing. And the other one is the form builder. We've built a very powerful form builder, which is basic, so you can drag and drop, and it's almost the same as building a modern page. So you can add sections and fields and logic to it. So these two are the main features. And of course, when it comes to deploying, testing stuff, the whole package and publish. Our packaging engine is, I think, really unique and saves me a lot of time. Um, yeah, working on solutions. And sometimes a very small one is also our document generator, which is used quite a lot. It's just a part of the action and the form. So one action is to generate a document, and this is also quite powerful. I use that also quite often in different projects. So let's stick
And
to four.
there are so many things. And take a look to the packaging. What is that? And there also, again, we will take a look to that demo. And in that case, I will jump directly in the Solution Studio from Skybow. The idea is you have a blank SharePoint space. And to get a little bit more life into that space, you can do a lot of things here in the Solution Studio, but completely attached to SharePoint. So, for instance, I want to create a new page when I deploy that solution. So, firstly, I create, you will see it in more details, I create an empty space in SharePoint, and then I drop that solution from Skybow above it. And everything what is defined here in the Solution Studio will be automatically deployed in that site collection in SharePoint. So, for instance, different pages you want to publish here, you can use when I go to add page. And here I can create a new page. I can choose an existing page and I can change it. And I can do it really easily and it will be packaged then. Matthias will explain us what packaging mean. And here also I like that feature in with the documents, so I can also really easily change how the document, when you click to new document or to edit or to new edit and display what perhaps you want to show when you want to use metadata. You can create a beautiful form view like we discussed before. So it's better for users to upload documents, for instance, and to give the metadata to it. But what I want to show you here, we have two folders, private, public, so that they are distributed automatically. And we have one document here in the public folder, rules and regulations. And it's so simple with Skybow to distribute it because here in the background, we have the packaging options. And here you see the click the checkbox package all items of this list as part of the solution. So easy, and that's fascinating. And it is too less time to explain everything in behind. We want to give you a first introduction in the possibilities about it or behind it. But the idea behind the intranet builder is to make it as easy as possible to you to extend your intranet. And what we found out is that under the line you have three different templates which we deliver to you. We are going to the start page of that pre-configured intranet. Yes, and here we are in that administrative section, and you see again how simple it is, because here you see the different templates, and perhaps when we want to add a new location, in that case, then we say the wonderful city Zurich, and you see we can choose here the template when we say we want to make it a collaboration template. We can give a solution prefix. Often our customers say we want to see on the URL, is it an location, is it a topic, is it a project? And so I say it is a location. And with that, I can create a site URL in behind. You see it here. And you can select language. And if you want, you can select an owner of it, which is then automatically informed and getting owner rights. So I can open that. Again, I get that great fly-in form. And so I start the provisioning. And now I get the community for Zurich was created successfully. And in behind, to show you, I switch to Viva Engage. And here we see the location Zurich is created. It's empty, clear. And when I click to the SharePoint website, then we see that we have a standard homepage and standard web page site collection from the SharePoint perspective. And so now we want to change it, and we go back to our management. So now we start the second step of our provisioning and go to finish provisioning. And here we see the pre-created site is identified, and now the Skybow solution is running, and that we want to take a look at. And now we see here we have a new provisioning. It's automatically done by Skybow, and Skybow is saying it's not started. And now we see it's in progress. So now we see it is completed, and now we are switching to the location Zurich. I go back, then we will see we have the hub design. We have here the news web part. We have here some quick links. We have here our rules and regulation document I showed before. So you can see that using Skybow gives us the flexibility to predefine the start page like we want to have it, and to deploy it automatically wherever we want to use it. Not only in a new location or in a new project space or in a new topic space, but also to test it in a staging and in a, for instance, a productive environment. And the question to Matthias, what is happening behind it? And I switch directly to you. Matthias, what is the magic behind it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the technology in the background that we use is also Microsoft standard. It's the PNP packaging mechanism that we've used to package all these, let's say, artifacts. And of course, we extended it with all our logic. So the case is everything that you have configured in the build section is going to be packaged. There is an article on our website, and we will also link it in the description, which will explain all the details, what is really going to be packaged. But basically all the lists, the libraries, content types, columns, views, forms, everything from a list, the settings of a list, all the pages. We even package groups, SharePoint groups, We often use them for creating a role management, like you did as well for your administrators group. I also have an administrator group here. We can even do permission level if you have certain or custom permission levels. We can also package them. The whole navigation, links, if it's left or top navigation, stuff like that, we can package. So once you've created all your stuff in your SharePoint side, you can go to package, and creating a package is just a matter of a couple of clicks. There's a simple wizard, create a new package, give it a name, and yeah, optionally also an icon and the description, what you've done, click next and finish. And then it takes, it depends on the content. If you have a lot of content, a lot of lists and libraries, then it takes longer. Um, but the PnP provisioning will create one package, and this is as well the versioning. So you have every change you're gonna do, you can make a new package, give it a new version name and some description, and yeah, this is the versioning. And last but not least, that's what you've done with the provisioning. You started the provisioning using the API approach, but there are three different approaches. So we can directly deploy it out of Solution Studio. So if someone has it in Solution Studio, then that's the case here. API is if you deploy it from outside, what you have done from a button click or without going to Solution Studio. So you would see all the sites where the solution is deployed using the API. And last but not least, there's an app deployment, which is for cross-tenant, for server. So if you want to deploy the solution on a SharePoint server, we also support that one. Or if you want to deploy the solution to Microsoft Teams, then that's all an app deployment. And yeah, as you can see, you would see the different versions. So you can have the testing already in 1.5. So they are testing the newer version. Once the tests are successful, you simply select the production environment, click the same version, 1.5, update it. Again, a simple wizard, next, next, and then it's updated. So the update is also checking if it can be done. Maybe someone has changed something on the target side. We will tell you. So a verification will run, and then you see the summary. What will be updated? You click next, and it's updated. We can do it cross tenant. So you see this is on a Skybow tenant. This is on a Skybow demo tenant. There are a lot of possibilities without going into too much details.
We see we are running out of time. We want to get your feedback. And please use YouTube comments, use LinkedIn comments to ask your questions. And then we will get a second, perhaps webcast or a short live talk about that Q&A you gave to us. So come in contact with us. We will be happy about any question. And therefore, I have to say really, really many thanks to Matthias.
Thanks, Holger, for having me in this webcast. Excited to
Yes.
see what you've built.
And thanks, Matthias, for that great work you did before so that I'm able to build it. I'm really excited. And a short call to action how we can get started, how you can get started. We have the website intranetomart.com where you can find any details about that tool. We have a great colleague from Matthias, David, who is the contact person. You can click to get in contact on the Intranet page, and then David will come to you, and we will see if we can make a demonstration or to explain something which is important for you and to get started about give you the chance to validate the intranet builder. And so we are really looking forward to present it to you, and we hope that you will be as excited as we are.